In today's class, we'll learn about email marketing. It is a very important topic and email marketing is mandatory nowadays. So, email marketing. Till now, we have learned SEO, we have learned Google Ads, and we have learned social media also. SEO, as you already know, it's an organic process, but it's a time-taking process. Organic, that means it is free process and it is time-consuming process. Whereas Google Ads, it's not an organic method, it is a paid method, but it's an instant method. Here in social media ads, SMO is there and SMM is there. SMO in the sense social media optimization, that means organic way to increase your followers or to increase your subscribers. Like push and pull technique, 80/20 rule, all these come under social media optimization methods. But whereas in social media marketing, we have learned Facebook ads, Instagram ads, LinkedIn ads, Twitter ads. Now, whereas social media, it will be some organic and also some paid ads. Both are there in social media. But whereas when you come to email marketing is very cheap and very fast. It is really cheap and very fast also. And it is mainly good for e-commerce website. For service website, it's not that good, but for e-commerce website, it is really good. Now coming to why we should do email marketing. See, with one Gmail ID, you can send only 500 emails to your anybody, whoever you want to send per day, you can send only 500 emails. But if you want to send bulk emails, if you want to send your bulk emails, then you have to do email marketing. At that time, email marketing is really good. If you want to send more than 500 emails. Obviously, when you have e-commerce website and all, you want to promote your products and all, you cannot do it with one Gmail ID. So at that time, you need to go for email marketing. The only benefit of email marketing is it is very cheap, it is very fast, and you'll be getting, if it's an e-commerce website, good conversions also might be happening, and you can send more than 500 emails. Then coming to the success rate in email marketing. The problem with email marketing is, I told you the advantage, it is cheap and very fast, good conversions also might happen. But the disadvantage of email marketing is, many people do not open your emails. See, here I only didn't open 968 emails over here. Like me, many people will be there who will not be opening their emails. So the most important drawback of the email marketing is, though you are sending emails to people, they are not opening your emails. That is the biggest problem in email marketing. Now assume that you have sent some 1 lakh emails. You have sent some 1 lakh emails to your customers, and in 1 lakh, only 1,000 people open your emails. And per click, 1 rupee. That means 1,000 rupees have been deducted from your account. So what is the success rate? Only 1% success rate will be there. This is the only drawback in email marketing. The success rate is really, really very less when compared to all the other networks and all. It is really good, but the success rate is only 1%. Why the success rate is 1% is because nobody is opening your emails. That is the reason the success rate is really low. And coming to email marketing is not optional, it is really mandatory. Mostly for big companies, it is really mandatory. If you see every big company, they'll be sending emails to you these days. Why they are sending emails? Because they are doing email marketing and they want to promote their brand. That is the reason they are sending emails. So email marketing is not optional, it is mandatory. Now coming to different types of emails. There are 2 types of emails actually. One is transactional email and one more is promotional email. Transactional and promotional. What is transactional email and what is promotional email? You have purchased some product. Let's assume you have purchased some product. After you purchase some product, you will be getting an email over here that your product has, like you have purchased so and so product and it will be delivered in so and so days. You are getting a confirmation message. When you will get that confirmation message, if you have purchased, then only you are getting that message, isn't it? If you don't do anything, you will not get that. If you don't do anything, you will not get that message over here. That means you are doing something, that means you are purchasing a product, then you are getting a email over here. That is known as transactional email. And transactional email, 100% will be going into inbox only. So here, social and promotions are also there. I'll tell you what these are actually. If it is a transactional email, that means you are doing something and you are getting an email, that is known as transactional email, and it will be going into inbox only. 100% it will go into inbox. What is promotional email then? Transactional, 100% it will be going into inbox. Our email should go into inbox only. What is the use if they go into social or if they go into promotions? People are not opening inbox messages only. What will they go in? Open promotions and social messages over here. So our main goal should be that our email should go into inbox, not in social or promotions, or it should not go into spam also. I have told you what exactly is transactional email. 100% it will go into inbox. You purchase some product, you'll be getting a confirmation email. Then coming to what is promotional email. Promotional email is nothing but you have not purchased anything. You have not subscribed to anything, but still you are getting some email. That is only known as promotional email. See Samsung Electronics. I have not done anything from Samsung Electronics. I didn't do anything, but still I'm getting some Samsung Electronics email over here. I have not subscribed to their newsletter or I have not purchased any Samsung product, but still I'm getting a Samsung email over here. But where I'm getting that Samsung email, I'm getting into promotion. I have not done anything, but still I'm getting some email. Then that is only known as promotional emails. And most probably promotional emails will not go into inbox. 100% they will not go into inbox because you have not subscribed to it. Without your consent, they are sending you email. That is the reason promotional emails will not go into inbox. They'll go into promotions or spam or this kind of thing. So promotion, they might go into promotions or spam. Yeah. Only 10% rate is there that it will be going into inbox. Only 10% it might go into inbox. The biggest problem with email marketing is spam messages. Your messages might go into spam. That is the biggest problem with email marketing. Now coming to, we have learned two types of emails, transactional and promotional. Now, when you'll be sending bulk emails, if you have that many email IDs with you, then only you can send bulk emails to anybody. Otherwise, how will you send? You cannot send. Now there was this company, Way2SMS. What this company would do is, for free, like no need to purchase like balance and recharge your number and all. Without recharging, you can send SMS to people for free with the help of this way2sms.com. Like earlier days before WhatsApp and all, people would use this. So without recharging to Airtel or whatever the services, they would send the messages for free. But what is the benefit for this person? You are sending the messages for free. That means for user, it is obviously it is a profit for user. But what is the profit for this particular company? For Way2SMS, what is the profit? See, the profit for Way2SMS was Way2SMS would not charge anything from user. That means for free, they would tell to user that yes, you can send messages via Way2SMS for free to so and so person, whoever you want to send. Because he was doing free service to people, but what he would do, he would pay money to Airtel and all the service providers. That means, see, people are not recharging their Airtel or Jio, whatever it is. So they are using only Way2SMS, right? So this person used to pay money to all the service providers. But what is the profit? People are not paying money to him. This person is only paying money to other people on behalf of users and all. At that time, he was in loss. Like earlier, he was in loss, but still he didn't lose hope. What he did is, instead of earning money from users, that means instead of taking money from users, what he did is he used to earn money with the help of Google AdSense. What is Google AdSense? Same like NDTV. If you know NDTV will promote the products of somebody else. That means NDTV is a promotional website. It is not. It is an publisher. It is not an advertiser. Advertiser is a person who wants to advertise the products. Publisher is a person who is publishing somebody else's product. Now here you can see the advertisements over here. So how NDTV is going to earn money? Only with the help of advertisements, NDTV is going to earn money. So what this person used to think is this particular Way2SMS. Obviously, when he is providing free services, every user wants free services. Everybody will be using free services. If it is paid, then people will not use. But if anything is free, why will people not use? 100% people will be using if it is for free. So instead of taking money from the people, he used to earn money with the help of Google AdSense. That means he used to publish somebody else's product on his websites. Now every day, because it is a free website, every day people would visit his website and more traffic would be there for his website. When you have more traffic, people might be clicking on the particular advertisements, or for CPM method also, cost per impressions also, money will be deducted from the advertiser's account and he will be getting the money. So he used to do the smart work. Instead of taking money from the users, he used to do Google AdSense. Obviously, when he is providing free services, more and more people will visit his website, more and more traffic, and more income for this particular person only. So like that, he used to earn money over here. Now see, he has over 5 crore users trust Way2 SMS. That means he has 5 crore data with him. Now what people will do is, these days when they are doing, why I'm telling this example of Way2 SMS is, these days many people, many companies, instead of having their own data to send emails, see this person, this Samsung person do not have my data. I have not purchased any product, but still he messaged me. That means this particular person has purchased some data from somebody else. From whom he purchased data? From a company like Way2 SMS, he purchased the data. These people, whoever used to use their services, Way2 SMS services, they used to register. That means they used to store the data of those people. That means they have 5 crore data with them. Now, when I click on register, you have to fill all the details over there, your phone number, your name, and everything. Every detail you have to pay, and click on register now. Now, what will happen is, just read this line, you will understand. I agree to way2sms.com. Now, when I click over here, what will happen? All the data will be taken from me and they will store that data. And this data, that means my email address, my phone number, my name, everything can be used for any other purposes also. So what Way2 SMS will do? Now how they are earning money? They will sell this data to all the big companies and they will be earning money. So the biggest problem over here is, people will be purchasing data from companies like Way2 SMS. You should never ever purchase data from companies like from Way2 SMS or any other company. You should never ever purchase data. If you purchase data from somebody else's company and you are sending an email, then what will happen? 100% your message will not go into inbox. It will go into promotions or into spam only. Though I have not purchased any product, 100% it will go into spam. If I have not purchased any product, still I'm getting an email, it will go into spam or it will go into promotion. Or if the person who is sending me an email, if he purchased the data from somebody else, that means he did not have his own data. He do not have his own data, but he purchased the data from a company like Way2 SMS, and this company has sold the data to that particular person. And from that data, he is sending emails to 5 crore people. They are sending emails. So what will happen when you do not own data and when you have taken data from somebody else? Still, your message will go into promotions only. But our motto is, our message should always go into inbox. It should never go into promotion. So that is the reason, never ever purchase data from any of the company, not only Way2 SMS. I have just told the example over here. Never ever purchase data from somebody else. Just because they have 5 crore data, you cannot take that 5 crore data and you cannot send emails. Like that, conversions will not happen. You will be thinking that you are only the one person who is taking money, who is taking data from Way2 SMS. No, like you, many people also will be there who will be taking data from Way2 SMS. So how many times these 5 crore people will be tortured? Like everybody sending them these promotional emails, and what they will do, they will just unsubscribe to your newsletter or whatever it is. They'll just block that particular email. So that is the reason, never ever purchase data from somebody else. Always own your own data. Always collect the own data. People will be filling the contact form, right? Always own that data from your website. Do not purchase the data from somebody else. Unnecessarily, your data will go into promotions or spam, and people will not see. If it is going into inbox only, people are not reading messages. What will they read if it go into promotions or something like that? So always remember, never ever purchase somebody else's data. And the second rule, the first one is never purchase data. The second one is always send emails from your business email ID only. Do not send from your personal email ID. It should always be a business email ID, like pushzil@ates.co. something like that. So you should have a business email ID. Then only your message will go into inbox. Otherwise, also there is a chance that your message might go into spam. Sorry, message in the sense your email. Your email might go into spam or promotions or something else. So 90% of the cases, if it is not a transactional one, there is a chance that, see, let's assume somebody has purchased a product from your company and you are sending a mail to them from your business email only. Sorry, from your personal email. Then what will happen? Though they have purchased a product, but still you are not sending an email through your business email. So again, it might go into proportions only. So there are many rules over here you need to follow. Never purchase the data, the first rule, and always send the emails from your business email ID, not from your personal email ID. And make sure you own data. That is the first one. And coming to the third point, do not use spam words. What is a spammy word in your email? See, whenever you are sending an email like thank you for purchasing our product or whatever the email, whatever the promotions you are doing for your business, never use spammy words. What are the spammy words in your email? Like 100%, free, best price. These are known as spammy words. You can check over here in Google also. If you search for spammy words, then you will be getting so many websites will be there where they will be listing the spammy words. You can just see what exactly they are spamming. See top 202 email spam trigger words to avoid. If you use such words like free, 100%, see buy, apply now, apply, action. I'm not telling you should not use these words completely. You can use these words, but do not use a combination of these words. That is the problem. If you use one or two words here and then there is no problem. But if you fill your email with all these words, then 100% your email will go into spam or either into promotions. The only thing is it will not go into inbox, but we want our email to go into inbox, right? So if you use spammy words also, your email will not go into inbox. So do not use spammy words. Just see all over here. You can see get, expire. These kind of words you should not use in your emails while you are sending an email to people. So 100%, best price, bargain, bonus, free. All right. All these words you should not use in your email ID. If you use, then it will go into spam. Your particular email will go into spam. So do not use spammy words. That is the last point. Then coming to bounce. What is bounce? There are two types of bounce, hard bounce and soft bounce. What is hard bounce and what is soft bounce? Generally, if you have an, what is that called? EMI and all, and if you have to pay monthly income, if you have purchased some product and you will be paying EMI monthly, and suppose you have forgot to pay that month's EMI, then that particular bounce will be happening, right? Like credit card bounce or debit card bounce. Same like that, email bounce also will be there. Hard bounce and soft bounce. What is hard bounce and what is soft bounce? You have sent an email, but you will be having some data with you, right? Though you have not purchased data from somebody else, you will be having your own data with you. Like to send email IDs, you need to have at least some email IDs with you to send that. In those email IDs, let's assume one of the person's email ID is wrong. When that email ID does not exist, what will happen? That will become a hard bounce. So if the email ID is wrong, that means if the user's email ID is wrong, then then that is known as hard bounce. Whom that email will reach? It will reach nobody because the email ID is only wrong. If the user's email ID is wrong, then it is known as hard bounce. Then what is soft bounce? Soft bounce is nothing but if the inbox is filled. If the user inbox is filled, how the user's inbox will be filled? If they do not open their emails, then it will become full only, right? So if the user inbox is filled or any service issue, like if any network issue or something issue is there, then that is known as soft bounce or service issue. When the user's inbox will be filled, if they are not opening their email from so many years, or if they're like this, like me, then there is a high chance that that particular email might be going into soft bounce. Or if any service issue or network issue, then also it will be going into soft bounce only. That means it is known as soft bounce. Here the person's email ID will be correct. If the person's email ID is wrong, it is hard bounce. Here the person's email ID will be correct, but the thing is, though his email ID is correct, his inbox is filled. That is the reason it will be considered as a soft bounce. So there are two types of bounces. There are two types of emails, transactional and promotional. There are two types of bounces. And coming to opt-in and double opt-in. What is opt-in? and what is double opt-in. Opt-in is nothing but here you fill this particular form and click on register now. This is known as opt-in. That means you are giving your details and you are confirming and you are clicking on registering now. That means you are accepting something. This is known as opt-in. Now, after you accept, again, if this particular people send you an email over here asking to reconfirm, that means click on here. If this is your email ID, they will be asking it. After you purchase a particular product, again, they'll be sending you an email over here. Second time, you have already confirmed over here. These are your details, but again, they'll send you an email saying again confirm. Click on this confirm button or something like that. That is known as double opt-in. Confirming once is opt-in, but when you're confirming again for the second time, that is only known as double opt-in. Assume that this way to SMS are only doing opt-in. That means they are only trying to take the information from the users, and if I click on register now, that's it. Assume that they are not sending me one more email, like for confirmation email. Second time confirmation, they are not sending me. That means double opt-in they are not doing. If you do only opt-in, other than double opt-in, if you do only opt-in, then 70% chances are there that your particular mail might be going into inbox. But if you do double opt-in, that means first time you are taking the user's detail and they are confirming over here. This is opt-in. And second time also again you are sending an email to the user saying confirm it again. Then that is known as double opt-in. If you are doing double opt-in, then 100% your email will be going into inbox only. But again, here also again limitations are there. Your email should be business email and you should not use spammy words and all. This thing is also there over here. So opt-in and double opt-in. Opt-in is 70% chances are there, but whereas double opt-in 100% chances are there that it will be going into inbox only. Double opt-in in the sense accepting and confirming again, like twice, doing the same method, doing it twice is only known as double opt-in. Then coming to our tool, how to do email marketing. These are all the theory about email marketing: opt-in, double opt-in, hardbound, softbound, transactional email, promotional emails, and keep this, keep this 4 things in mind. Never purchase data, business email ID, do not use spam words. Now coming to the difference between your normal Gmail ID and your particular email marketing, how to do email marketing. In your normal Gmail ID, how will you send an email? You will be creating your Gmail account. That means first you need to have a Gmail account with you so that you will be sending a mail to somebody. Then you will be filling recipient email ID. That means first create your Gmail ID. After that, click on compose. And here too, you have to fill somebody's email ID over here, right? Then subject, then some content, and click on send button. This is for normal basic Gmail ID. You'll be following this method. But when you're doing email marketing, the method is a little bit different. So Gmail ID, recipient email ID, then give some subject and add some content to your email, then click on send button. This is for normal Gmail ID. Then coming to, there are different kinds of email marketing tools actually. Different kinds of email marketing tools. One is MailChimp, one is Aweber, one is Sendinblue. Like this, many email marketing tools are there. To do email marketing, you need to use such tools over here. Without these tools, you cannot do email marketing. We will be using MailChimp because MailChimp is a little bit easier when compared to others. Sendinblue is also easy one only. I have not tried Aweber actually. So MailChimp, Aweber, Sendinblue, and like this, many email marketing tools are there. We will be using MailChimp. So if you are doing email marketing with the help of a MailChimp account, then what is the method? MailChimp email marketing. So the first one is you need to create your MailChimp account. Obviously, same like your Gmail account, you have to have your MailChimp account also because you are using MailChimp to send the emails. Then the second one is list creation. What exactly is list creation? List creation in the sense, See, right now we do not have any data with us. Let's assume you have purchased data from somebody. Then what will happen? There will be, you have purchased data from somebody and they will be sending you the data. Then that data you have to store in your MailChimp account. That means you have to upload that data in your MailChimp account. That is only list creation, like 10 people, 20 people, 1 lakh people. You will be having data, right? List creation in the sense your data is only known as your list creation. So we need to create our list. How to create our list? I'll tell you. Then list creation. After list creation, you need to create a campaign. Then template. Template in the sense content, whatever the content. See, here you'll be giving some content, right? Same like that. Here also you need to add some content. First create a campaign, then add some content. Then click on send button. After sending, you can see the reports also. That means how many people open your particular email, if you had any hard bounce or if you had any soft bounce, all those reports you can see. And if it is an e-commerce website, you can see how many products are sold, all those things also you can see if it is an e-commerce website. So for MailChimp account, for MailChimp email marketing, first you need to have a MailChimp account, then you need to create a list, then you need to create a campaign. After creating a campaign, choose any template and edit that. That means add some content and click on send button and you can see the reports. Now the first step is we need to create a MailChimp account. How to create a MailChimp account? Just search over here MailChimp and yeah, this is the tool MailChimp all-in-one marketing platform for small business. See, MailChimp actually they have some packages also. Right now we'll be going for free one, but it is really cheap actually. For 1 month, essentials you can see for free it's zero obviously, but here some limitations will be there over here. But for OBS we use this one 1151 and essentials you can see that is 770 monthly based on 500 contacts. How many contacts do you have? All these things. See, all these things you can do over here. You can do all these things. If it is a premium one, then that is 23,000 per month. Whereas you can do all these things over here. So you can choose any one of these. This is the better one actually. This is the better one. This is enough for any small business or any medium scale business also. This is the better. If it is a very high scale business, then they can go for this. But for small or medium and for normally for decent companies, that means for big companies also, this is better only. It's not that bad standard one. So right now, how to create a MailChimp account? Obviously, we are creating it for free. So click on sign up for free. Then you have to give your email ID and your username. Then password, I have to give some password over here. See this particular line over here. I don't want to receive promotional emails from MailChimp. If I click on this, then only I will not receive the promotional emails. If I do not click on this, automatically they are taking my particular details to send the promotional email. So you have to be smart enough to do this. That means they are doing double opt-in method also they are following. So I have given my particular email ID, username, password, then click on sign up. Then I have to check my email. They have got a MailChimp particular email ID. That means first I have given my details. That is opt-in. Now again they are sending an email to me. We have sent an email. We have sent a message to this particular email account with a link to activate your account. So what they are doing over here, second time they are confirming. So it is known as double opt-in. Now click over here and click on active account. That's it. So they are following the opt-in method and double opt-in method. And where I got the message, I got the message in my inbox only, not somewhere else. So come back over here. Okay, here only. Then let's set up your account. First, I have given my particular details, name and all. After that, they are telling me to activate my MailChimp account. That means they are following double opt-in method. After that, when I click on this particular active account, see, this was the one I was talking about, like double opt-in and all. Okay, after I activate my account, what they are telling me is they are telling me to set up my account. I have not yet created my MailChimp account. After I give all these things, then my MailChimp account will be created. So let me give my name. And if you have any business with you, then you can just give your business name. If you have a website, you can give the website URL over here. It's optional. I'm not giving. It's okay for MailChimp to call me for specific offers and services. I'm not selecting this particular option. Just name, business name, and phone number. Then click on continue. Then I have to give some address over here. I have given some address. Then again click on continue. I'm still in the first method only, where I'm just creating my MailChimp account. Creating campaign and everything I have to do after creating my MailChimp account. Tell us about your contacts. Do you have any contacts? Do we have any contacts with us? That means, do we have any data? Do we own any data? Obviously, no. We do not have any data. So I'm just selecting on no. That's okay. We can help you find contacts with ads and landing pages. So click on continue. Now, do you sell products or services online? It's up to you. Whatever you want to select, you can select. As of now, I'm just skipping over here. Now you are ready to go. Select additional emails you want to receive from MailChimp and our companies. You want to have some email, like additional email from these people, then you can just select over here. Otherwise, you can just unsubscribe. I'm just not selecting over here anything because I don't want additional emails. Then click on continue. That's it. We have set up our MailChimp account. Same like Google Ads and Facebook Ads account, MailChimp has its own account. You have to create a MailChimp account to do email marketing. And this is how you will see your MailChimp account. So this is my user ID. You can see everything, and this is the dashboard, and this is how it is going to appear. Okay. So the first step is done. The first step is MailChimp account creation is done. But the second one is list. List in the sense you need to have some data so that you will be sending some email to somebody, right? If you do not have a data, if you do not own people, how will you send the messages to, email to these people? As of now, we do not have any data with us. So what I will be doing is, I will be creating a list. How I'll create the list is, click on audience, then click on all contact. Audience in the sense your users, right? Audience, all contacts. Then click on add contacts and click on import contacts. How would you like to import your contacts? You want to upload a file or you want to copy paste? Always go for upload a file option only. Continue to upload. So right now I do not have a file with me. So just now I'll be creating a file. How to create a file? Just here in Notepad only I'll be creating a file. Click on new. I'll remove this. And here I'll be filling all the email IDs. And I'll upload that email ID over there. So this is one email ID. Then I'll be filling my email ID also. Let's take this email ID as a gmail.com. This is one more Gmail ID. So let's assume this is my list. As of now, we do not have any list with us, right? That means we don't have any contact details. We do not have data with us. That is the reason I'm creating this list over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 email IDs I have with me. Then click on save so that I can upload over there. Then where I'm saving this, I will save it on desktop. Then give some name over here. And click on save button. Okay, I have my file with me over here. Then come back to your MailChimp account. How would you like to import your contacts? You want to upload a file, then click on upload a file and continue to upload. Then click on browse. And whatever the file you have created right now, just upload that file over here. This was the file which we created. That's it. I have uploaded that file. Continue to organize. Then what will happen? All the contact, all the names whichever I have given, all the email IDs will be updated over here. Don't do anything. Just click on continue to tag. Again, don't do anything. See all the email IDs you can see over here. Finalize report, complete report. 6 contacts will be added to your ODMT audience. Now this particular MailChimp account will have 6 contacts. Complete import. View imported contacts. You want to view them, then you can just view all the contacts. See, all the contacts have been filled over here. Now, if you want their first name and last name, create an Excel sheet and create good columns, write their email IDs, first name, last name, address, and everything. And all those things will be uploaded over here, but that is confusing. That is the reason I have just used the notepad and I have filled the email IDs. And that email IDs I have uploaded over here in my MailChimp account. Now you can see all of them are subscribed, source list imported from CSV, date added, you can see last change, everything you can see over here. Now what I will do is for these people, that means for this data, I will be doing email marketing. How to do that email marketing? Again, I'm telling first audience, go to audience, all contacts. Because I have added all my contacts, you are seeing all the contacts over here. Otherwise, go to add contacts and click on import contacts and whatever file you have, just import it over here. That's it. Now I have imported my file. So the list creation has also been done. The second method, okay, it's gone, right? So the second method has also been done. First was MailChimp account creation. The second was list creation method. Now the third one is I need to create a campaign, email marketing campaign. How to create an email marketing campaign is just go into campaigns on the dashboard, all campaigns. Then just remove this. No campaigns yet. This is the account which I have created right now, right? So obviously I'm not having any campaigns over here. Now how to create a campaign? Your audience has 7 contacts, 7 of these are your subscribers. That means particular with which email ID I have created. That means with my email ID I have created this MailChimp account, and that also will be added over here. Your audience has 7. Already we have added 6, but it is telling 7 because it has counted my email ID which I have created with MailChimp. That means which I've used to create my MailChimp account. Now click on create campaign. Campaigns, all campaigns, click on create a campaign over here. Now, what you want to create? You want to create a regular email landing page. All these things are there. Just go into email and click on regular email. You want to add some plain text, you can go for this. Template, you can go for this. But I'm going for a regular email. Now click on create an email, give some campaign name over here. So I'm giving some campaign name, same like Facebook ads and Twitter ads, you have to give a campaign name. See, account creation is simple. Anybody can create an account. After that, you have to just create a list. Go to audience and add contacts. That's it. Import contact list. That is enough. After that, go to campaigns and give some campaign name over here. Then click on begin. Then here 4 steps will be there. Give some campaign name. Yeah, the 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, all the subscribed contacts in the audience, ODMT 7 receipts. Okay, just don't do anything over here. Just click on this particular option. Okay, this is done, right? Okay. Now click on from who is sending this email. Who is sending this email? I have to just click on add form. Now my name has already been taken because I have created with this name, the MailChimp account and my email address. Now click on save. Again, this also will be in the ticked form. Again, I have to give some subject to my email. Subject in the sense you already know, right? Subject in the sense whatever the subject you are giving to your particular email. See, these people, they are giving some subject over here. This subject you need to add for your emails also. So come back over here to your MailChimp account, click on add subject. Then suppose let's assume we are creating an email marketing campaign for a food delivery website or food delivery campaign. So how to do that? Subject, I'm giving 20% off on all. Okay, as of now, I'm giving products over here. You can give anything. So 20% off on all products. This is my subject. So that when somebody sees this subject over here, they'll be opening my email. So subject is really important. You need to give a proper subject, 20% off on all products. Then give some preview text. Whatever the preview text you would like to give, you just give the preview text. I'm giving delivery, free delivery or something like that. If you want to add one emoji, you can just add some emoji over here. It's up to you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. A great subject line gives your audience a reason to open your email. That is the reason your subject should be always good. It's short and sweet. Obviously, your subject should be always short. And emojis, one emoji is only let be suggesting. We suggest using no more than one emoji. So one emoji we have given over here. Space is limited. We have user space. That's impressive. You got your point across without using too many punctuation marks. You should not use many punctuation marks over here. That's it. So this step is also done. I have given the subject and preview. That's it. Save. Two, it will already be ticked, so don't do anything in two. From, you have to just click on edit form and click on save button. Then subject, you need to give some subject and some preview text. After that, this has also been ticked. Now content. Now the fourth part, that is, we have created our MailChimp account. Next, we have created our list. Third, we have created our campaign. That means we have clicked on create campaign. And the fourth one is you need to create a template in the sense your content, your body of your Gmail. How to give the body of your Gmail? This is where you have to give the body of the Gmail content. Design the content for your email. Click on design email. You can choose any of the templates whichever you want, but as of now I'm going into themes. Then choose any of the themes over here. What MailChimp is providing so many themes over here. You can choose any of these themes. Here some paid themes also will be there, so just see which is a paid theme and which is not a paid theme. So this is a free theme, so I'm just taking the first theme whichever they are providing. Now I told for a delivery website, that means for food delivery website, I want to do email marketing. So obviously I should remove all these things from here. So here in this place, some logo is there, right? One logo is there. I want to remove this logo and I want to add some other logo, some other website logo, like some other business logo, like Swiggy logo or something like that. So just click on this particular image. If you want to replace the image, click on this image. If you want to delete it, then you have to click on delete button. If I just want to replace it from here. In the place of one, I want something else. So I have just clicked on it and click on replace button on the right side. So click on replace button. Because I do not have anything over here, I have to click on upload. I have to upload from my laptop. Now go to downloads. This particular logo I'll be uploading over there. You can just adjust the size because it is too big. I'm adjusting the size over here. That's it. Now, this complete thing is one image. So here, what I'll be doing is, I will just replace this image over here. Again, click on replace button. Again, click on upload. Create images in Canva and all, so that will look really good. Then I want to upload this particular image over here. Okay, this particular image has been uploaded. You want to adjust the size, you can just adjust the size, but as of now, I'm just keeping it like that. Then you want to add some content over here. You can add your own content. You can just remove this content and you can add your own content. As of now, I'm keeping like that because I do not have my own content with me. Then you want to give some links. Suppose now click over here. You want to, when somebody clicks on this image, you want them to land to your website. Then how to give the link? Just click on the image and here you can see the link option and give the website URL over here. Whichever website you have with you, please give that website URL with you. I don't know if you are, yeah, copy the website URL, come back over here and give the link over here. That's it. Then click on insert. So when somebody clicks on this particular image, they'll be landing to that particular website. Again, view appointment option is also there over here. This is according to the theme, right? We have taken this theme. So just click on this. Just click on this button. Again, you want to add some website URL, you can just add some website URL over here. So that when there's somebody clicks on view appointment or view products, you can just change it also. Say I can just edit it over here. View appointment is there. I can make it as view products. According to our wish, you can just make it anything. So when somebody clicks on view products, they'll be directly land into the particular website. And you can add some files also. Suppose you have a PDF with you in your particular, okay, I'll change it. Suppose you have a PDF in your in your laptop and you want to upload that PDF. Suppose let's say you menu PDF you have with you, like restaurant menu will be there, right? If you want to upload that menu, when somebody clicks on view, that is view products or something, they have to land to the menu page. Then what you can do is you can create a PDF of some menu. Then you can upload that PDF over there. So it is that simple. Let's see if I have some PDF with me or not. Okay, I have this on-page SEO PDF with me. I'm just uploading that PDF over there. So what will happen when somebody clicks on view products? Let's assume this is some menu PDF other than on-page SEO PDF. Let's assume this is menu PDF. So when somebody clicks on view products, they'll be landing to the menu PDF. That means they'll be seeing the whole restaurant menu and everything. And if they want to purchase that, like if they want to purchase a particular product and all, they'll be purchasing the product. So this is really simple to do email marketing. And you want to remove all these things, then you can just remove all these things from here. Just click on delete button. Then all these things will be going from here. I'm just deleting everything. Then that's it. This is my template. Now what I have to do, the 4 steps are done. Sorry, 4 steps are done. First one is MailChimp account. I need to create my MailChimp account, which I have created already. MailChimp account we have created. After that, we have created a list. That means we have imported our details, contact details. Then we have created a campaign. Then we have given a template. That means our content. After that, we have to click on send button and we have to see the reports. The last 2 steps are there. We have to send this email to all the 7 people, right? The list which we have created. Why did we create the list? So that we can send the emails to them. Now I have to send this email to all those 7 people. How to send the email? Just click on continue. Continue. Now here send and schedule option will be there. See schedule option and send option. You cannot schedule if you have a free MailChimp account. You can only schedule when you have a pro. That means if you purchase any package at that time only you can schedule it. Right now there is no option. You have to directly send it. And one more thing also. See, we will insert a footer in compliance with our terms and conditions. I'll explain what exactly is this and what exactly is it, or is this referral badge. We automatically add a referral badge to your email. I'll show you what is this referral badge and everything. No, this is tick mark. So the problem is done. Only the problem is with these 2 things. These 2 things, what happens is, what they are telling is, this is our particular email. If you want to see the preview, you can just see the preview over here. See, this is our particular email. Now, this is only known as referral badge. The thing is, they'll be showing the MailChimp logo whenever you are sending an email to somebody else. It is not good, right? It should be like directly you're sending an email. It should be like that. But you should not show somebody else's brand over here. But the thing is, because you are using a free MailChimp account, that is the reason this will be added to your footer. This referral badge will be added to your footer. That only they were telling over there. If you have a If you purchase any MailChimp package, then this thing will not be there. If you do not purchase, then this thing will be there. So you have to just adjust. If you do not have any free account, then don't worry about this. If you have a free account, then please don't worry about this. But if you do not have, then if you purchase any package, then this thing will not appear. Only your particular mail will be appearing. I'm just closing this. Now I cannot schedule the option over here. So see, if you schedule also, it will tell that you need to have some schedule email based on time zone. See, upgrade now option is there over here. When I click on update now, they will tell to purchase some package. So that is the reason we cannot schedule if you have a free MailChimp account. So I'm directly sending it over here. You are about to send a campaign to ODMT 7 subscribers. So just click on send now. That's it. Like this, we have added only 7 people, but if you have lakhs of people, to lakhs of people also you can send them. ODMT campaign is on its way to 7 subscribers from the audience. Now we are sending our email to them. That's it. And after sending the email, assume that somebody has opened your email. Then you can see the reports also. I'll show you how to see the reports. How many people have opened the reports? What is the CTR? Everything you can see. Okay. Campaigns, reports. Under campaign, we have to go to reports. It is still in the sending thing only. It didn't reach our audience yet. Because it's a new MailChimp account, it will take some time to send it. But if it's an old MailChimp account, then it will directly go in 1 or 2 seconds. But just now we have created our MailChimp account. That is the reason. Otherwise, it will, till now it should have reached our audience, but it is taking some time. That's it. This is how you need to create an email marketing campaign. For the first thing is you need to have some tool. Without any tool, you cannot do email marketing. You create a tool, like you create an account in MailChimp or in Sendinblue or something like that. Then upload your list, whatever the list you have with you, then you can create a campaign and you can send that to people. See, this is for free, like this is free version of MailChimp, right? But if you have a, like, what you can do is in a paid version of MailChimp, what you can do is, now assume that you have a contact form in your particular website. Whoever filled the contact form, whoever has given their details or whoever subscribed to the newsletter, what will happen is automatically their details will be stored over here. You have to link your MailChimp account to your website, but that cannot happen with a free MailChimp account. That can only happen with a paid MailChimp account. There is a pop-up, actually there is a plugin. With the help of that plugin, you can do that. But for a free MailChimp account, you cannot do that integration. You have to go into integrations and you have to link your particular website. After linking your website, you have to connect your website. That means linking is you have to connect your website to your MailChimp account and you have to install a pop-up. After that, whoever have filled the contact form, that see now here only 7 contacts are there. Assume that some 8th person has filled the contact form in your website, in your particular website. Then that 8th person will be automatically added over here. But that will happen only if you have a paid MailChimp account. So where were we? All campaigns. I want to see the report as of now. It is still in the sending only. Because it is a let me refresh it. Just because it is a new MailChimp account, it is taking this much time. Otherwise, it will directly go. So what I'm doing is I'll just log out of this MailChimp account and I'll show it in other MailChimp account so that you can just see the reports. So I'm just logging out. We have already sent, right? Like it will reach our audience, no problem. So I'm just logins from other MailChimp account. Okay. Go to campaigns, all campaigns. See, we have already added audience over here, so I'm not adding it again. And we have created all the campaigns over here. See, if you have many campaigns, you can see the campaigns like this. And you can see how many people have opened, how many clicks you got. That also you can see. You can see the percentage also, like 66%, like or 33% clicks you got. How many people opened? 4 people opened, 2 clicks you got. If somebody clicks on that particular image, they'll be landing to the particular website URL, right? Whichever the website URL we have given, they land to that particular website. So that is known as clicks. How many people open your email, you can see. If it is sent or not, you can see. So again, like this, you can see the report over here. Just click on view report. And 1 open, 0 clicks. How many bounced you got? How many unsubscribed, you can see. At what time they opened, you can see. How many successful deliveries? That means how many people your email has reached. 5 people your email has reached. So all these things you can see. What is this is, if it's an e-commerce website, you can see how many people ordered, what is the average order, what is the total revenue, all these things you can see if it's an e-commerce website. For a service website, these things you cannot see. So again, I'm telling how to create a campaign. Just go into campaigns, all campaigns. Then click on create a campaign. Then email, regular email, give some campaign name over here. Then click on begin. After that, choose a theme. Do the necessary changes in that particular theme and send it to the people. You cannot schedule it. What you can do is you can just send it. Here, just click on add form and click on save. This is the name and this is the email address. And click on add subject. If you want to add something over here, then you can just add something. Then you want to give some preview text such as free delivery or something, then you can just give the preview text over here. Then click on save. That's it. Now we have to add some content, that is your body of the email. Click on that particular content option and do the necessary changes. You can choose any of the theme. As of now, I'm removing this. I don't want this. Then here I want to replace this image. So click over here and click on replace. I'm replacing it with this particular image. See why it is showing all these things over here is, no need to go into upload. All these things I have already uploaded while doing some email marketing campaign. That is the reason it is already appearing to me over here. So click on insert. That's it. Now you want to change this thing, you can change this thing. I want to link it to a particular website. Again, click on link and give the website URL over here and click on insert. And if you want to view appointment, when somebody clicks on view appointment, you want them to land to the particular website, then click on. That's it. What link I have given? Okay, correct. You can do all these changes over here. And I don't want all these things from here, so I'm just deleting it. Again, delete. That's it. Then click on continue. And click on send button. That's it. You can go to campaigns and reports and see whether it has been sent or not. It has been sent already. You can just see over here because there's an old MailChimp account. It will go the sending process is very fast actually. Just because that was new account, it was taking a little bit of time. Otherwise, it will go very fast. It has been sent actually. So now let's see where we got our MailChimp email. Obviously, we didn't get in our inbox because we are not using a business email. We didn't get in our particular inbox over here. Now let's see where our email is actually. Not even in social. You can see the account name over here. Pawan is the account name. So let's search for Pawan. In the promotions, it is there. In the promotions, you can see this. See, 12:38, I got the email. Now it's 12:39. So 20% off on all the products. It is a subject, you can see free delivery. This is our preview text, whatever they were telling. And you have to just click over here and you can see the particular email. Now this is because you do not have a normal pro MailChimp account. That is the reason you are seeing this. Otherwise, if you have a purchase any package from MailChimp, then you will not see this thing. Just because of free account, you are seeing all these things over here. Now this is a this is the email which I have opened. Now if I click over here, I will land into the particular website, whichever the URL I have given. And I can click over here, then again I will land into the particular website. So this is how you have to do email marketing. Now come back over here, refresh it, you can see that one person has opened and one person has clicked on your particular email marketing. So you can see the reports also. See, it has been not updated yet, but generally it will be updated. Then you can see 20% emails, or one person has opened, 0 clicks report, 2 people have opened, 1 person, 1 click. Like this, you'll be seeing the report over here. If you click on view report, then if any hard bounce happened, that means in all those 5 email IDs, if one of the email ID, see one person opened and 1 click report. I have only opened and I have clicked on that particular thing. So 1 person opened, 1 click. Suppose you have lakhs of people, then you can see over here how many lakh people opened, how many clicked on your particular email. If in those lakhs of people anybody's email ID is wrong, then it hard bounce, or if their email ID is filled, those hard bounce, soft bounce also you can see over here. If somebody unsubscribed to your newsletter, you can see over here. Then successful delivery to 5 people successfully. We have sent our email. Total opens you can see. Then last open you can see. All these things you can see over here. That's it. This is how you need to do the email marketing. The most important step is create your MailChimp account. After that, create the list, go to audience and create the list. After creating the list, create a campaign. After creating a campaign, add some template. Then click on send button and you can view the reports. That's it. That's how easy it is. And email marketing is really good. Actually, every people should do it. Each and everybody should do email marketing these days. See, because I have showed the pricing, right? Like 799 per month, 1,500 per month. In 1,500, you are sending your email to lakhs of people. And assume that in lakhs of people, at least 10 people have purchased your product. You're sending some email, and through your email, some people are purchasing some products. And your products are worth some thousand rupees. There are 10 people, 10,000. You're spending 1,000 rupees per month. Per month, you're spending, not even per day. Per month, you're spending 10,000 rupees. 1,000 rupees. And through one email, you are getting some 10,000 rupees. How it is really worth it, right? Spending 1,000 per month is not any that big thing. So that is the reason you need to have a MailChimp account. Don't go for free thing. Always go for paid version only for MailChimp, like 1,500 per month. And you can send how many emails you want. You can send those many emails. Obviously, do not torture your audience by sending emails every day. Like per month, per week, 1 email is enough. Or per month, 2 emails are enough. And you can do good business also. You'll be getting good business also. Like for 1 month, you'll be earning good amount only. For you are spending 1,500 and you are earning 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. That is really good, right? See, for OBS, we have taken that 1,500 version only, that package only. But still, whenever we send emails, that is through email marketing, and some people might be purchasing the products and they'll be doing business of $100, $200, $500. So for 30 days, I'm spending 1,000 rupees, and in 1 day, I'm earning some dollars. So it is really worth it. So email marketing is really cheap and it is really fast also. That is the reason I have told you it is cheap and fast. And it is mandatory these days. Everybody should do email marketing. So this is about email marketing. And always remember, do not use spammy words. Do not send email with your personal Gmail account. It should be professional, like professional Gmail account. That means a business Gmail account. And do not try to purchase data from somebody else. Always own your data, and link your like right now, because we cannot do for a MailChimp free account. It's okay, but normally always own your data. Do not try to purchase the data from somebody else, because you are not the only person who's trying to purchase the data from somebody else. Like you, a number of people will be there who will purchase the data from those people. So what will happen when you purchase the data from a number of people? Those all people will be getting bored and they'll be tortured and they'll be unsubscribing you and they'll be blocking your particular email and all. Other than that, email marketing is really good. The only disadvantage is people try to own the data, and the very big disadvantage is people do not open the emails. That is the reason the success rate is really very less. Only 1% success rate will be there in email marketing. Only 1% success rate. But for 1,000 rupees, it is worth it only, right? You send emails. If you earn more than 1,000, it is really good only. You're spending 1,500, and if you earn 2,000 also, that also will be considered as benefit only. So why not? So email marketing is really good. It is mandatory nowadays. Everybody should try to do email marketing. That's it. That's it about email marketing.